Hi, I'm Sarah Cowgill, along with Andrew Moran, Jim Fight, Jeff Charles, and Scott Cosenza. And this is the Conservative 5, Liberty Nation's online TV news program. Well, Liz Cheney is set to lose her re-election bid by a landslide in the August 2nd primary. The Wyoming electorate has seemingly soured on the Trump-hating representative. Recent polls are hitting her political career might be over in a few days. She's currently behind, wait for it, 22 points. So what's a gal to do when your party thinks you might just be something stuck to their boot? Well, Liz Cheney has an idea swimming around in her head. Why not run for president of the United States? Good grief, we live in a wild political world. Are Lizzie's days over, Jeff Charles? What do you think?
Yes, they are. And we saw this coming from a mile away. You didn't need a crystal ball for this. You didn't need Miss Cleo. I mean, yeah, she's gone. These people are so self-unaware that they don't know how to read the room. I mean, if you look at the other people who were more anti-Trump, or even some of the representatives that voted to impeach him, they're not all in trouble. But when you base your entire platform on Orange Man bad, the base is going to reject you. You are not in line with what people want. Sure, you can have your issues with Trump. I mean, there are people out there who in the Republican Party who criticize Trump, but they also recognize where the party is going, and they're even recognizing why he was necessary. People like Liz Cheney can't figure that out. And if she's even thinking about running for the White House, that just further shows how self-unaware she is and how much she doesn't know the base. Does she even talk to the average Republican? Does she do that anymore, or is she just sitting in her ivory tower? She must be, because she would know not to do what she's doing, and yet she's doing it anyway.
Wow. I don't know if anybody else can add to that.
Well, maybe I would just say that there are a few Republicans and a few Democrats out there that are waiting to stand in line and send Liz Cheney a check, and she's going to take it from them. And that's about the best that she can do right now, is just feed off of this sliver of folks who somehow think that she's a noble actor rather than somebody who's, aggrandizing herself.
And I would also say that for any of the youngins watching, Miss Cleo was a 1-800 psychic hotline whose career was over a long time ago. But please continue, James.
Oh, yeah. She didn't see it coming, which tells you a lot about her skills as a psychic. But no, on the one hand, the whole I'm not Trump thing worked out great for Joe Biden, but also he's a Democrat. I really don't like. How delusional do you have to be as a Republican to think that you're going to capture enough of the base to actually, Wyoming, never mind the fact that 70-something million from Maryland, Republicans voted for Wyoming Trump. Republican? Huh? I said, and a Republican from Wyoming, not Maryland. Like, I mean, right? Like, I mean, how delusional do you have to be to think that you're going to capture the 70 some odd million people that voted for Trump by saying, hey, I'm not Trump?
And she's she's so desperate that she's urging a lot of Democrats in Wyoming to transition to Republican just so that she can grab enough votes, begging, saying, only I can help stop Trump. And who knows if that's even working. But, it's utterly laughable that Cheney would have any shot. And that would be a pun intended if we were talking about her father, Dick Cheney, at even winning a seat in the White House. Any presidential run that she would have would be like Joe Walsh's in 2020. It was just a publicity stuff that nobody really cared for. It just fell flat. And, that poll, I think Sarah mentioned about it. She's losing about 20 points to Harriet Hagman. So I mean, that's just an indictment. She's not popular. Nobody likes her. I don't know why the Republican Party even voted for her in 2017 in the first place. She's just like her father. She's a neocon, and I'm glad Dave Patterson's not on our panel because I'm sure we would have a discussion about Dick Cheney, as Scott would remember.
Oh, yeah.
You look at Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, right? When he ran, he didn't wrap his arms around Trump. He wasn't saying Trump, but he wasn't rejecting him either. He played it even. He played it. You don't have to kiss the ring to get the base to support you. But what you can't do is go directly against what they want and expect to win. It's political stupidity. I don't get it.
No Cheneys in politics, no Bushes in politics, no Clinton in politics. There you go.
Hey, maybe she has a shot. Maybe if she leaves the Republican Party and she joins this new quote unquote third party that Andrew Yang's got going on, That
I was just about to say she could maybe make a home with Christine Todd Whitman and Andrew Yang with their
there you go.
yet party that has no principles announced. I mean,
spice things
honestly,
up a little bit.
I think it's preposterous that we're even discussing that she may run for president like anybody, like she's going to get a single electoral vote. She could run, and I mean, I could run and I get 1,000 votes. I mean, it's.
I'd vote for you.
So what? Just as approach, just for somebody not voting for the incumbent or something like that. But the idea that there's maybe if DC, basically big box journalists were forced to vote in a Republican primary, that's one that Liz Cheney could win. Other than that, it's a dead letter.
You heard it here first, folks. Scott Cosenza just announced his candidacy for president.
Scott Cosenza. He's the law and order candidate from Virginia.
Mail your policy suggestions on the back of a $20 bill.
But at least his slogan isn't going to be "Orange Man Bad." Come on. At least we can work with something there.
We could form our own party, Scott, to be the LOL party, so Liberty Over Legislation.
There you go. I'm for it.
Oh boy. All right. Well, at this point, a White House run seems laughable, but should not be counted out altogether. In a world where we have murder hornets and monkeypox, Cheney 2024 might be the icing on the cake. Thanks, panel. That's it for our Conservative 5 panel today. Check out our other C5 shows and segments on your favorite video platform: YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble. We're on them all, as well as Liberty Nation has its own Roku channel where you can see all of our TV productions. Thank you for tuning in, and remember to surf on over to libertynation.com. Join us on the Member Zone, just $17.76 for the year. Special thanks to our fantastic editor and post coordinator, Frank Diorio. I'm Sarah Cowgill. Thanks for joining us today. This has been a production of libertynation.com, where truth is making a comeback.